Well, today on the show, we're back with Chad Riemann of Riemann Family Funeral Homes, and actually, we're at a different location than we had been the last several times. The last several times we were at the new Ocean Springs location on Lemoyne Boulevard, but we're now in their Gulfport location on the corner of Three Rivers and Dito Road. A little bit different looking decor in here. Matter of fact, looks a lot like Ocean Springs because everybody liked the way it looked.
That's right. We have just finished a complete remodeling job here at our facility in Gulfport. And we modeled it after the one in Ocean Springs on Lemoyne Boulevard there at Washington Avenue because of the feedback that we had gotten from families. They loved the facility and the layout, and so we remodeled ours here in Gulfport.
When you walk in,
similar.
You look like you're at home. Good warm feeling, everything. You know, the decor, the way you've got it set up with the tables, even the grand piano, the little baby grand piano out in the lobby when you walk in. I mean, it just really makes you feel a good, warm, at-home type feeling.
Thank you. That was the intent. And when a family comes, we want them to feel welcome and feel at home. And when we help them create a ceremony for their loved one, we want it to be very meaningful and be a good experience that they'll remember.
Now, talking about planning things for a loved one, we've talked so many times about the importance of pre-planning and how one thing you can save yourself some money, because if you pre-plan ahead of time and you lock in today's prices, let's say you don't need them till maybe 20 years, Lord willing, you don't need them until about 20, 30 years, even further down the road. Those are still locked in prices. You don't have to worry about inflation.
That's correct. For the services and merchandise that one chooses, that's one of the greatest benefits of pre-planning. Not to mention the stress that it takes off the family of having to make a lot of those decisions and selections at the time somebody passes, because the emotions are much higher at that point.
Oh, yes.
And so when you do pre-planning, you have a level head that you can actually think about what's best for you and best for your family and make those good decisions.
Because, Lord knows that, somebody passes, say the father or the mother passes, the widow or all the kids or whatever, they're going to be saying, well, I want this, I want this, I want this. Whereas, the one that passes already made their decision. This is what I want when I pass. They're locked into that.
That's right. State statutes protect your wishes if they're done in a certain way, and pre-planning those wishes is one of those ways. So we encourage families to do that, and we make it simple. We can come to the home, or whatever's convenient for them, they can come here, whatever's best for the family. And
of course, making those plans ahead of time, too, you can just, once you make that plan, you can just make payments on it. Type thing instead of paying for it all at once. One of the great things about Riemann Family Funeral Homes is the fact that y'all are so involved in the community too, with so many different events throughout the year that you love to be a part of.
My great grandparents came to Gulfport in 1920, and the community has been very generous and good to our family, and paying that back to the community is something that we feel strongly about. And we have a few events that we're very involved in. And one of those is called Bow Ties and Beignets. And it's an event held in August around National Bow Tie Day, which is August 28th. We have a committee that puts together this event that really is a great event because it benefits the youth in Harrison County. The emergency children's shelter that's administered by the youth court. And so all of the funds raised from that event go towards the Harrison County Youth Shelter, and it's been a great event in the past.
Oh, that's wonderful. And another thing too is the trip that y'all do for the veterans to go to New Orleans to the World War II Museum. That's always a very popular event.
Yes, it is. It's very near and dear to our heart. It's a trip where we invite veterans and a companion to come with us, and they don't have to pay to go on the trip. And over the last few years that we've done it, it's been very successful. We've had upwards of 175 people join us for that trip for the day. And if you would like more information about the trip here around Veterans Day, it's usually held a week or so around Veterans Day. you're welcome to call the funeral home. We can put you on the reservation list, and we'd love to have any veterans in their companion.
That's nice. And then, of course, y'all are also big a couple of times a year with the wreaths going to the Veteran Cemetery over in Biloxi.
Most of our community is familiar with Biloxi National Cemetery. It's a great benefit for veterans that we have here on our coast. We're very lucky to have that. And a lot of people are familiar with the flag program that they do on Memorial Day, where they invite the community to come out and put a flag on every grave. And so we decided a few years ago to try to cover every grave at the National Cemetery with a wreath at Christmas.
Nice.
And so over the last few years, we have raised enough money to cover almost half. We still have a good ways to go. We have about 10 or 11,000 graves that we need to cover. And we would invite the community to help us in that endeavor. And you can look at our Facebook page, Wreaths for Biloxi National Cemetery, for more information on that, and a way that you can donate. Or you can call the funeral home, and we'll be happy to help you with
And
that.
then come out and help lay the wreaths out as well.
We have a ceremony, and we invite the community to come out and help. And in the past, we've had many people come. Last year, there was over 1,000 people that came that morning to help us, and it was a great event.
That's awesome. We got a little over a minute left. One thing I want to jump back talking about pre-planning. There's a great link on your website called Be Remembered, in which you can go on there. I've started doing it, and it just takes some time, and you may not ever finish it, as you mentioned, but you basically go in there and put things about your life that you want to be remembered about, some highlights in your life. And it's a really nice little thing that y'all do.
We sponsor BeRemembered.com, and it is a true family asset, because you can go on and list everything about your family, about your childhood, about your military service. You can even list private messages to be sent at the time you pass away to family members.
Wow.
That nobody else will ever see. And it's a free service. You can just go to our website and follow the link to BeRemembered.com and get your family's history started there online.
Well, you talk about going to these genetics pages and all this, trying to find. This is a great way of finding out about your past life, your past history, and passing it on.
That's correct.
And as you said, passing it along. Of course, if you want some more information, as you said, Chad, you can go to your website. The website is on the screen. Call, make an appointment. No obligation to get more information. And as you said, they will come to your home, or you could come to one of their locations. They'll be happy to meet you. As always, a pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
And come check out the brand new remodel location here on the corner of Three Rivers and Dido Road in Gulfport. When you need some special needs, remember Riemann Family Funeral Homes.